round of 16. He got his opponent, Blessing Nzayanza of South Africa, out of there in the first round. Floored it, gave his man an 8 count, floored him, then another 8 count, and the referee waved it off after a flurry of heavy shots. Ikhtiyar Nishonov also took his man out before the final bell. A devastating combination, a left-right hook to the body followed by a thunderous left hook to the jaw. He was cut on the eyes just before that and came back from that doctor's inspection with a real renewed sense of urgency and took his man out in the second round. In the round of 32, he stopped his opponent in 22 seconds with a left hook to the body. So this, a contest between two outstanding boxers who possess dynamite in their gloves. And the man in blue, Ikhtiyar Nishonov, has yet to hear the final bell here at Dubai 2025. Vasile Cebotari, undefeated professional, with a 19-0 record. Having made his debut 6 years ago, his most recent outing in the pro ranks was in June of this year. Looking for the counter left-handed Cebotari. And oftentimes, when knockout punches face one another, the fireworks that are often anticipated and expected by the fans and the promoters, well, the contest can be rather subdued because each man is wary of the fight-ending power that the other boxer possesses. What will ensue here, because looking to get onto the front foot is Nishonov, fresh from competing at the World Championships in Liverpool earlier this summer. Lost in the third preliminary round. As for Cebotari, in addition to his perfect professional ledger, he's a European Championship bronze medalist from the event in Belgrade last year. And at the age group edition in Budva in 2023, the under-22 championships, he came away with gold at 71 kilograms. Third consecutive appearance at a World Championships here, as each man going in search of backhands. Nice right uppercut turned underneath. Oh, and then heavy hooks being slung in by Nishonov. Nice movement out of the corner by Cebotari. That left hook to the body didn't have much pace on it from Cebotari. Both men standing atop wide-legged stances and looking to press and penetrate that cross-arm guard is Nishonov. Oh, clumping left hook to the body, followed by a right uppercut through the middle. That wasn't too far away. Cebotari has gone from one set of ropes to the other. Has he been hurt by some of these body shots as the heavy leather continues to thunder its way in? One shot going below the belt. He's trying to keep his cool under fire, but by slipping and dipping with the punches, not really in a position to let his own hands go. He wound up that right hand from last week, did Nishonov, and almost found a home for it. Respectful tap of gloves to conclude the round, but I think the greater activity, which came in sporadic bursts from the man in blue, will be enough for him to take the round. There's some of the power that was landed early on, and again he had a wide-eyed look about him after taking that shot. And when you face off against the boxer with the type of power that Nishonov evidently possesses, well, sometimes you meet a man, you meet an opponent who has the power to change things in terms of the approach that you may bring to the boxing ring.
Seconds out.
Well, I think the man in blue did the better work in that opening round. Each man spoken to about punching correctly. Well, not able to bring you the scores, but I think the man in blue was the better boxer in the opening stanza. And again, out more quickly to begin the second round is Nishonov. Cebotari, that's good defense with that left glove to defend against that incoming right hand, which was whipped in with tremendous velocity. Good work to the body in a bid to lower the hands from Nishonov. But this is really negative ring position being taken up by Cebotari, because he's literally going from corner to corner. Now he's in the space of the ring, but look at his movements. He's not circling, he's going back in a straight line, back touching the ropes, and now covering up in his own red corner. It's going to be very difficult to win the contest from this type of position. This negative ring position being adopted by Cebotari. He's pecking and poking with a southpaw right jab and now trying to get some movement going. But it's from one corner to the other all over again. And now he's retreated to the blue corner. Power driving right cross launched by Nishonov. Back in the corner once more. He's been spoken to repeatedly about holding on. And I think that's the final talking to from the referee, Mr. Wilfredo Vasquez, as marauding forwards once again and hooking to the body before looking for the overhand right, and then a chin checker of a right hand from Nishonov. He got tangled up in the rope, such was his momentum. Cebotari trying to take advantage. He gets clipped during the course of an attempted exchange, but he's throwing don't hit me punches right now. Here's Cebotari, pinned on the ropes once again, trying to employ the Philly shell and tuck his chin behind his shoulder and slip and dip away from the punches. But they're proving rather porous. So he's got to do something differently for my money here. He's celebrating the pot shot successes that he's having, trying to play back foot counter puncher, but I just don't think enough counters are being launched by Cebotari. In another corner once again, working away to keep the man in red's hands occupied is Nishonov. That is effective defense in the corner. Not much got through there from Nishonov, but nothing has come back from Cebotari, as both men rubbing their heads vigorously on the inside. Each man trying to show the ref that they're not the one. Oh my goodness, on the break. Not only a shot on the break, it may have been a little low as well. No time given to Cebotari to recover. I'm not sure he was seeking it. Bull rushing his man and bringing the knee up in the air is Nishonov. Now again, we weren't able to bring you the scores from the first round. I thought the man in blue did enough to win it. And even though there was effective defense from out of the corners, I just think the negative positioning that is taken up and the paucity of point scoring punches make it very difficult to give that round to the man in red. Because again, he made his man miss, but the best shot in that exchange was a shot to the body, and there's the love tap on the break and on the belt line, at best, from Nishonov.
Seconds out.
So Nishonov has taken the second round on a 3-2 split,
Round
but that
three.
set of scores suggests that the first round was taken by Cebotari, which I do find surprising. So going into the final round, this contest is in the balance because we've got three scores tied at 19 points apiece and 20 points to 18 each way for the other two judges. Effective defense on the ropes, but I'm not sure these pot shot singles in the face of these heavy shots that are occasionally getting through are going to be enough for Cebotari, but he's right in the contest because much to my surprise, the first round is he lands with a good check right hand as he spun off the line. I'm rather surprised that Cebotari was given the opening round when he was buzzed by a shot early on. And the effective aggressor, because of course aggression is one thing, for it to be part of the scoring criteria, it has to be effective aggression. Point scoring punches, ring generalship and defense, the other components or principles of scoring a round. But it's punching that is the most important, because if you do all the other three things fantastically and don't land any point-scoring punches, it's very difficult to give the round to a boxer who may be masterful in the other three facets of scoring or of judging a round. But you see, he's trying to peck and poke his way to a win here. And if this was professional boxing, which it isn't, it's IBA 3-round boxing, you would say that the man in red is trying to nick it. Back foot boxing, an art in itself, of course, and now he is getting forward, so you can't label him with that because he is standing his ground, but on the back foot, slipping and sliding away, never looking to push the opponent backwards. That often frowned upon in professional boxing, and now he is holding center ring and making Nishonov having to work to get his way inside. Can he maintain this type of posture after spending the majority of the first 6 minutes on the ropes or in a corner? There he scores with a point-scoring single. Nishonov looking to keep the attack going. He's retreated to the ropes once again. Good left hook to the body from Nishonov. Again, I think that single punch got him the better of the exchange from the feather light punches that were tapped in by Cebotari. But it is a subjective business, of course. And now Cebotari is trying to back the man up. Nishonov inaccurate. He's got to improve in that regard. Leaning on with the head rather blatantly in front of the referee. Good left hook scored to the body by Cebotari. And Cebotari ending with a long left cross, which he celebrates. He feels that he's done enough in this. It is very, very close. A reminder of the context as we await the verdict of the judges. We had 3 tied scores of 19 points apiece for judges 1, 2, and 4. Judge number 3 preferred the work of this man. Judge number 5 preferred the work of the man in red. Now I happen to think that the man in blue, I'm surprised he found himself in that rather precarious position of being level after 2 rounds of boxing, because I thought he clearly took the first, but the scores are the scores. And we're going to have to see which way this one goes. Well, the scores have taken a while to evaluate. And again, nobody produced a 10-8 round. It's likely to go to bout review. Which way is this one going to go?
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by split decision. In the blue corner from Kyrgyzstan.
And it is Nishonov.
Ikhtiyar,
Jubilant celebrations abound in that blue corner and in the boxing ring, because Ikhtiyar Nishonov, a 4-3 split decision winner at the conclusion of a contest that went to bout review. And there is absolute ecstasy in the camp of everyone connected to Ikhtiyar Nishonov. He prevailing in a really hard-fought affair. Tactics adopted by Cebotari for the first and the second round. I understand what he was trying to do. I just don't think enough point-scoring punches were produced. And in the third and final round, he did work from the space of center ring and enjoyed good success, but edged out on a 4-3 split in a contest that went to the verdicts of the observer and the evaluator. So both of them must have favored the work of the man